How's it going, guys? My name is Devin and here we are up with the top 10 upcoming games of 2016 with the best multiplayer. We got a decent amount of games with multiplayer coming up this year, so let's take a quick look on those which stands out and let's get into it. At number 10, we have Battleborn. From the creators of Wildlands, Battleborn is a massively multiplayer game. In addition to the story campaign, Battleborn offers plenty of ways to test your skills with and against other players online. Your progress is all linked to a single profile, so any pieces of sweet loot you have earned in the story missions will be available when building your multiplayer loadout. You can also unlock additional skills or skins for each character by meeting certain requirements like playing on your team all belonging to the same faction or scoring enough of a certain type of skill during a single match. Overall, the game is fun to play. I have played the beta on my PS4, but I think this game won't be that addictive as Borderlands. At number 9, we have For Honor. For Honor is a massively multiplayer game with stunning graphics and a medieval combat at its best. You got 3 factions to play as: the Knights, Barbarians, or the Samurai with different movesets and skills. Gameplay mostly involves melee play versus play combat and capturing areas and taking heads. In-game you can customize your character with different armor options, and also you can choose between playing as a male or a female. Kinda like playing League of Legends in third person with easy controls. Anyway, the most concerning aspect of For Honor is whether the gameplay will get repetitive as we progress. However, For Honor has the potential to be a great cooperative game from Ubisoft. At number 8, we have Overwatch. Overwatch is a team-based shooter where heroes do a battle in a world of conflict at a point on future Earth. Overwatch features squad-based combat with 2 opposing teams of 6 players each. Players choose one of the several hero characters, each with their own unique abilities, and the 4 character roles include offensive characters with high speed and attack but low defense, defensive characters meant to form choke points for enemies, and support characters that provide buffs and debuffs for their allies and enemies respectively, such as healing or speed alterations, and the tank characters which have a large amount of armor and hit points to withstand against enemy attacks and draw fire away from their teammates. With plenty of characters and style of combat to choose from, Overwatch will keep you engaged in the multiplayer matches for hours. Coming in at number 7 is Gears of War 4. First of all, Gears of War 4's multiplayer is being given more attention than multiplayer has ever been given in the past Gear titles. What this means is that work on multiplayer has been occurring since the first day of development of Gears of War 4. Each faction will have its own knife and playable characters. So far, 5 playable characters have been confirmed for Gears of War 4's multiplayer. Besides Marker Phoenix's son JD, Kai Diaz, and Del Walker, the other 2 confirmed playable characters represent the Outsiders faction. They are Reyna, Kite's mother, and as well as Kite's uncle Oscar. The inclusion of Reyna and Oscar hints that 2 characters will also play a role in Gears of War 4's story. At number 6, we have the bloody brutal first-person shooter game Doom. It's about time since Doom showed up with its gore and blood. Several multiplayer modes such as traditional 4-player deathmatch, domination, free stag, and clan arena are included in the game. Players can also use power-ups and teleporters in a multiplayer match. A great number of weapons that fit your style to pop heads or go up close and personal with bloody executions on your enemies. Players can also pick up a pentagram, one of the power-ups featured to transform into a fight monster or demon, something like that, featured in the game. The game will also include a built-in tool titled Doom Snap Map, which allows players to construct custom maps or create new game modes and share them across with the online community. At launch, the game features 9 maps, and what more could you just ask for? Doom just got them all. At number 5, we have Titanfall 2. Titanfall was not the best first-person shooting game, but I personally am a fan of the game and am really hyped for its sequel. To bring down the sky again, the fast-paced action warfare, as the previous one, Titanfall will have a very powerful multiplayer experience with new modes of gameplay. Titanfall multiplayer stands out for its fast-paced action gameplay and the powerful weapons. The vertical combat while running large levels and the speed of play will put you hours and hours into the game. We don't have much info on what they have on the sequel, but I'm pretty sure they got something big. At At number 4 we have Star Citizen. While Star Citizen isn't itself a typical MMO, however, there will be a persistent massive multiplayer universe offered to players. This persistent universe will be similar to Freelancer's multiplayer servers but on a much grander scale. Players will be able to travel between instances and join other players. Dynamic instancing has been said to apply to spaceship combat as well as planet-side rooms such as bars, orbit areas of the space, etc. And friends may also be able to join you in the battle instance if they are in your system, or if you have a multi-crew ship just like the Constellation, the game which can carry like 4 crew to the maximum. Then your friends can drop in, run around the ship as a first-person shooter mode, and man the turrets, the cockpit, or the fighter. The full implementation is still under development on how it will be applied to other aspects of the game. At number 3 we have Uncharted 4. A match of Uncharted 4's multiplayer feels like an Uncharted adventure, but one that's compressed into just a few minutes. The graphics are just amazing and the maps are just stunning. Just like the jungle map has a jungle setting, which is similar to some of the single player footage we have seen so far. Felt much more like a typical Uncharted atmosphere. There is lots of actions you can perform with the brilliant new grappling hook, which allows you to explore with ease or swing by and land on your enemies and kick them in the skull to death. Unquestionably, the most eye-catching aspect of the multiplayer reveal were the supernatural powers. You can even spawn various sidekicks like a medic or a sniper to defend a position, or a heavy machine gunner or a brawler who grabs your enemy so you can shoot his balls off. Coming in at number 2 is Homefront The Revolution. Even in its early pre-beta stage, Homefront The Revolution's 4-player co-op mode is successfully doing just as players wanted them, while maintaining the basic shooter appeal of aiming down the sight and snapping off a few shots. Unlike the first Homefront, which features a competitive multiplayer mode, The Revolution features a 4-player cooperative multiplayer mode. This mode is also known as the Resistance mode, which is separated from the main campaign and has its own characters, progression, classes, and perks. Unlocking new skills, weapon blueprints, rare equipment, and combat gear to upgrade and customize your roster of freedom fighters, as you and your friends go from rookie civilians to battle-hardened soldiers. Dambuster Studios also promised that this mode will have a difficulty level that is similar to the Dark Souls games. At number 1 and the best multiplayer game to play in 2016 with your friends will be Ghost Recon Wildlands. Coming to PS4, Xbox One, and PC, Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Wildlands is the first military shooter set in a massive and responsive open world, entirely playable in 4-player co-op or solo. Ghost Recon Wildlands isn't just simply an open world game that allows for cooperative play, but it's built specifically for 4 players. Making its 4-player, each with their own upgradable skills, work together is a huge part of its open-ended approach to strategy. When not completing missions, players can interact and build friendly or hostile relationships with other non-playable characters such as citizens, officials, or the rebels of the world. These interactions require strategy, as these interactions will bring consequences and impact the game's world and change how players can achieve their objectives. Players can also gain experience points to level up, and the playable characters can be customized. The loot found on enemies' corpses can be equipped to the Ghost. Weapon and gear can be upgraded as well. With its balanced combat, smooth gameplay, high-end textures, and a massive open world to take control, there is no doubt that this game is gonna be the top charts of 2016 gaming. And before we end up our list, we also got some news and rumors on other upcoming games. So this year we're gonna have a new Battlefield game, and it will be Battlefield 5. And also we will be having a new Call of Duty game, but I really don't know how the title will be called. But currently no footage or trailer is out, so all we know about that they're on their way. I'm really dying for the next Battlefield game, to be honest, because after playing Battlefield 4's multiplayer, I'm really hyped to see the next sequel. Also, we got No Man's Sky, which is an upcoming title which will feature a multiplayer mode with one of the biggest maps in gaming history. And by maps I should say planets. If you like exploring, you should give this game a try. This game is also in development, and we also got a new Mass Effect game as well. but I don't really think we're gonna see it until 2017. This game is said to feature a horde mode and a co-op gameplay as far as we know. So that's it guys, so these are the best upcoming multiplayer games of 2016. So what's your most hyped multiplayer game? Let me know in the comment section right below. Hope you enjoyed my video, and as always, don't forget to smash that like button if you did. For more of the latest gaming news and gameplays like this, all you gotta do is hit that shiny red subscribe button right below and stay tuned. I'm Devin, and see you at my next video.